could do it from the start. I always knew he could do it. He had the discipline, and that was really what you needed to win this contest.
I'd go into the gym for anywhere between an hour and 15 minutes and 2 hours. But usually I'd train 2 body parts a day. The only problem I did have was with overtraining. I get a little overzealous. I knew I'd have to train at any time I had available, and I really wanted to win the contest, so I felt I would sacrifice anything to win, and I did.
Let's check out Salt Lake City, Utah. Everett Herbert. This guy proves you can build a fantastic body at any age. He had kids half his age in the gym coming up to him in awe. He's totally rebuilt his life and totally rebuilt his body. He's just like the comeback kid. It's so exciting this is going to be. I got the feeling this guy's going to have a lot of energy. Mr. Everett, Bill Phillips, I'm here to congratulate you. Come on out and say hi to my friends. I'm here to congratulate you on being one of the top 10 finalists in my contest.
Oh, my God.
You win $10,000, chance for $50,000, and the car. How does it feel?
Oh, my God, I can't believe it.
Just the way he looked, I could just tell that he felt so good, that there was nothing in the world that would have made him feel better at that time than Bill knocking on his door saying, you just won.
But you're certainly deserving. You blew everybody away. And at the office, we have a nickname for you. We call you the comeback kid. Because we show, you show that no matter what your age, no matter what your condition, you can do everything when you set your mind to it.
I mean, I've gone through so much in the last 2.5 years. And when I decided to do this contest, I mean, that was something that I could control, that I could really hang on to. It could be an anchor in my life. And I knew that if I could just focus on that one thing, that would expand into other areas of my life. And it did. It did. Go into my relationships, into my work, into rebuilding my business.
It wasn't until the night Everett became a hometown hero on the TV news that he and his wife Jennifer realized the extent of his accomplishment.
But this Utah man is pumping iron and winning big while showing us all age is really just a state of mind. News 4 Utah's Heather Simonson has his story of success.
This 50-year-old grandpa may be approaching his golden years, but now he's going for the gold as a finalist in a national bodybuilding contest.
To think of the impact, you know, that might have on somebody, it's a really neat feeling.
My wildest dreams that I'd be one of the 10 finalists.
He started his bodybuilding as a way of tackling a difficult time in his life.
I mean, one of my really deep desires for most of my life has been I wanted to touch people's lives, you know, in a positive way. You know, I've never known what that would look like or how that might show up or anything like that. And, you know, this might be it.
And that, says Everett, is reason enough to enter the contest, even if he doesn't win. Heather Simonson, News 4 Utah.
Back on the plane, we headed for Albuquerque, New Mexico, where Drew Avery lives. He's a financial officer who had almost no previous success trying to get in shape. Out of 54,000 entries, he's about to become one of our 10 fitness champions.
We'd walk up and we'd set them up. They thought they were going to be interviewed by one of our correspondents for a possible story in the magazine.
Drew? Bill Phillips. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm here to officially invite you to come to the EAS Grand Spokesperson Championship Finals. You won $10,000. I want to hand you your invitation.
Oh my gosh.
This is your official invitation that you are one of 10 people out of 54,000. What's it feel like, man?
This is the most incredible experience of my life. I cannot believe this. I was hoping this would be the case.
When we talked about who really transformed and when we said who deserves this, the most, who really transformed themselves, we looked at you, and in a sense, what you did is just reinvent yourself.
I've told people that have asked me, anyone can do this if they're willing just to follow the programs that were outlined in your magazine. I followed what you did pretty much to the T. I did not cheat on my diets.
So what you're saying is that once you started to see the progress, that became the momentum, and you started gaining more and more momentum. So now how's it feel?
It's just, guys, you just don't know. This is one of the best experiences of my entire life. I'm almost at a loss for words. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to compete.
Where are we right now?
We're probably right in here somewhere.
We're right about here.
Right.
We got to make a decision in the next 5 minutes. I think we just tell the pilot, let's just shoot all the way into Delaware.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and try to catch this guy 8 or 9 o'clock at his house with his family before he heads back to Pennsylvania. Lynn, I come across the country to find you. My name is Bill Phillips.
Hello, Bill.
Hi, Lynn. It's a
Nice
pleasure
to
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Guess what?
I must have won something.
You are a winner.
Thank you.
You are our inspirational winner in the EAS Grand Spokesperson Championship.
Wow.
And out of the 54,000 people who entered the contest, our judges determined that you were the most inspirational bodybuilder. How's that feel?
That's awesome. Totally. Thank you very much.
Lynn Lingenfelter is a carpenter living in the rural countryside. A former high school football player and wrestler, he completely transformed his physique and did it all in spite of tremendous hardship.
A few weeks before the contest started, I started thinking about all the issues that it would take for me to win this. After weighing them, I said, I can do this.
He always was a big man on campus.
He was just always cool. He was the calm, cool, collective, casual guy.
Excellent student, liked by everybody, had no enemies.
My sophomore year, my life changed forever after going hunting with my best friend. We were on a steep power line, and he tripped. And when he fell, the gun went off, and he shot me through my lower back. I honestly thought I was going to die. I remember praying and saying, you know, God save me, because I think I'm going. And it seemed like forever till I heard someone else's voice, and then I heard my brother.
He's laying on his back, hands crossed, legs out in front of him, just stone glue, you know.
He thought the best thing to do was to administer CPR, and he kept me alive.
So my friend and I started taking him up the mountain, and then the paramedics came, and we thought he was safe. After his first surgery, they gave him, some percent to live or to not make it. And that's what hurt us the most.
It was a nightmare the whole day. He was in surgery 7 or 8 hours the first day.
3 days later, he's walking. I mean, he just, unbelievable. And we were all, he's coming out of intensive care. And the next thing you know, boom, he hits with a high fever and something crazy is happening in his body. And then I stopped going. I couldn't go see him the second time. He got so small.
I remember right before I left the hospital, taking a shower and looking down at myself and the scars. It was so fresh and so large and so ugly. I thought, man, I'm ruined.
When he came home from the hospital, he looked like an 80-year-old woman bent over, and just incredible.
I got back to school and was actually in the gym again, lifting a little bit, and I was just so shocked that I couldn't even, lift 100 pounds. So I rebuilt my body in less than a year. I never thought that I would be able to play football the following year and do so well at it. I actually started as a sophomore.
Seeing him do that's what we expected. We expected nothing less than that, really.
I loved to be a part of watching him back out there because I know that the trials and the tribulations he went through just to be able to stand up straight again, let alone be out there playing football again.
My sophomore year at Penn State, I started hearing a lot about HIV and the fact that it was in the blood supply, and they weren't doing mandatory screening yet, and I was considered high risk because I'd received so much blood. And I was like, well, I'm going to go get tested. I'm tired of thinking about this. I remember getting the phone call, the doctor said,